Hi, I'm Ashley from HomeLikeYouMeanIt.com. I'm a true color expert and decorator, and today we're going to talk about sage green paint colors. So sage green colors are hugely popular right now. In 2022, both Benjamin Moore and Sherwin named a sage green tone the paint color of the year, so it's safe to say these are sticking around. So to that end, today I am highlighting 9 of my favorite sage green tones, so stick around. Okay, so we are going to start this list with some of the darker sages, which I know a lot of people are drawn to because you really get that richness of the color. And then we'll finish off with some lighter sages with just that kind of the hint of sage with strong silver undertones. So the first color on my list is Benjamin Moore's Saybrook Sage. Put it up right here for you. If you just want that quintessential sage tone, not too green, not too silver, it's that Goldilocks of a sage, it's right in the middle, Benjamin Moore's Saybrook Sage is definitely one you should sample. Sherwin Cascade Green. This is a really pretty muted green. It's got just a hint of sage, so if you want sage that isn't too overpowering, Cascade Green is a great option. I will say that in rooms that are opposite the sun, maybe north facing, don't get a lot of light, it will exhibit, it will look a little bit more like a sage color than in rooms that get a lot of natural light where you're going to kind of get more of that green tone. So just be aware of that. It's not the dramatic sage, but it is a muted green and it does have a really pretty soft silvery undertone. So this is a great one to sample. Sherwin Escape Gray. This color never gets the attention it deserves. It is often overlooked. It is a gorgeous, deeper sage tone. It's really a muted color. Depending on your light, it does change, so you do need to sample it in your light. In north-facing rooms, it can go darker. In south-facing rooms, you're gonna get a little bit more of that sage color, so do make sure you sample it. It's not as dark as, say, Evergreen Fog, which I'll review next, but it is a really pretty deeper sage tone. Sherwin Evergreen Fog. So this is the color that kind of kicked things off, kicked the trend off. This was Sherwin 2022 paint color of the year. It is that deep sage tone, super muted, super moody. If you want something that's bold to make a statement on cabinetry or maybe in an office or a room like that, Evergreen Fog is definitely one to sample. It is the darkest color on this list, so it will go darker in north-facing rooms, so make sure you do test out your color, but this is a really pretty moody, muted hue. Sherwin Clary Sage. So I told you we would start with some of the darker colors, but now we have moved on to kind of medium depth. Clary Sage is a good medium depth paint color. If you like your sage tones with a little bit more green than gray, Clary Sage is one to sample. Sherwin Svelte Sage. Even lighter than the color I just showed you. This is a pretty olivey toned sage, so if you want something with strong olive undertones that's more in that medium to light paint color depth, Svelte Sage is a great color to sample. Benjamin Moore Spanish Olive is next on our list. We are definitely moving up in terms of color depth. This paint color has an LRV of 54, which is what I would consider a medium tone paint color. It's very close to light, but doesn't quite make the cut. This is more of an olivey tone paint color with just a small hint of sage. So if you want something more in the olivey family with just a little bit of sage, Spanish Olive is one to sample. Benjamin Moore Soft Fern. A lot of times paint color names are wildly misleading. This is one time where they really got it right. It is a really pretty green with a pretty strong gray silver sage undertone. It's not what I would consider a light paint color, but it's really, really close. So if you feel like the room that you have receives a lot of natural light, you don't want something to get washed out, this is a great color to sample. We will wrap things up with the lightest color on the list, Benjamin Moore Spring Thaw. This is what I would consider a light paint color. It's not super light, but it is just over the threshold of what I would consider light colors. This is really a chameleon of a color. Sometimes it looks a little more gray, sometimes it looks a little more green. Depending on your light, it will shift, but if you want something just soft, subtle, a hint of a sage tone, Spring Thaw is a great one to sample. So that wraps up my list of 9 colors, 9 sage green colors. I hope you learned something. I hope you picked a color that you like. If you have questions, I would love to answer them for you. Please post them below in the comments. I also have a blog on sage green colors with even more sage green tones that you can sample through and read about. I will link that below. And if you like this, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Thanks so much.